Welcome to my channel. It's the Garden Turns. Today is Wednesday, August 7th or 8th. I'm not sure exactly what date it is, but it's one of those. And we are in the kitchen today doing oatmeal cream pies, which is going to be delicious. I've made these before and my husband loves them. He was looking for snack pies the other day when we were at the store, and I was like, why don't you just let me make you some more oatmeal cream pies? He was like, okay, what's up? Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Do what you do. So I'm going to make some oatmeal cream pies, and you guys are going to cook along with me. I'm going to go down my recipe list and show you the ingredients, and then we're going to get to mixing and baking. So, we want to preheat our oven to 350. And I want a half cup of butter, which is basically one stick of butter, softened. You can see that that's really soft. We need 1 cup of brown sugar, which we have our brown sugar here. I keep it in my containers. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of molasses, and I have my molasses here. As you can see, I use this a lot because I hardly have any left, but this is totally enough to make my oatmeal cookies. We need 1 egg, which I have here, and it would be really cool if it was at room temperature, but it really doesn't have to be. But don't let it be ice cold is my thing. It should be a warmer egg. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which I have here. This is imitation. I want to give me some real vanilla, and I am going to. But this was really cheap, and I just, whatever. It's not, if you use quality vanilla, it will be delicious. Just know that. I'm using some cheap vanilla, and it's still going to be good, but I'm just saying. Okay, and then you need 1 1/4 cup of flour, which we have here. A half cup of oats, which we have oats here as well. And 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, which we have here as well. And that is right here. Okay, so what we want to do first is get our wet ingredients into the bowl, which will be like our butter, which is here. We got our butter. And I have a stand mixer, and I have to pull it down, but I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to be doing it by hand again, because I am a glutton for punishment. Okay, let's get our teaspoon of a teaspoon of vanilla. And I just usually just put the little cap in. We need our 1 egg. Crack it in. And remember, I saved my egg shells. We're also going to put our butter and our brown sugar in here. We already have our butter. And so with the brown sugar, we need 1 cup. And we have our brown sugar here. And I keep my brown sugar, like I said, in my little thing here. And the little container, and I keep a piece of parchment paper on top to keep it moist. If you just put it in here as is, it'll be dried out and clumpy. But as you can see, it is not. Mine is nice and soft, and that is because of the parchment paper. It makes it easier for me to get to my ingredients when I put them in containers like this, and they store better on the shelf, in my opinion anyway. So we want to mix this together. And like I said, I'm doing this by hand today, so bear with me. And I do have a hand mixer. I just don't feel like getting it either. Get these cookies made. Okay, let me get that blended well. Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. My husband and the doctor were both tripping. I need 1 tablespoon of molasses that I can't get open. And I knew I wouldn't be able to get it open. I knew it. I knew it. That's why you do things. That's why I try to do things anyway. Let me get something to open this. And I don't know if I told you guys, my husband type on stuff. It's like everybody for themselves. You can't get it open. He ain't here. And this is very dangerous because knives are sharp. Okay. Oh, there it is. I got it open. Oh, it's a miracle. Okay, so we want to put a tablespoon of molasses here. You see that pretty dark molasses there? Get that all off our spoon. Oh, yeah. Just mix this around here a little bit. You know what, y'all? I got my apron up here and I ain't even put it on. And today's apron is my bacon apron. Here it is right here. It has cookies and different stuff on it, pie. So this is the apron I'm wearing today. Let me throw this on. Okay, now we want to do our dry ingredients, and we're going to start with our flour. And we want to bring up another bowl. And we have our flour here, and we need 1 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, so this is our 1 cup. And remember, you want to level the flour off here. Let me put this up here so you guys can see. You want to pat that down. And I'm doing this in here just because this is what I have right now. But that's 1. And then we need a 1/4 cup. And we need 1 1/4. This actually will go down in here. So let me show you. When I say level off the top, I have my knife. You want to pat that down. Make sure it gets in all of the little areas. And then just rub it across the top. And then you have a level scoop of flour. That's how I learned in home ec, which was years and years ago. Do they still have home ec? So that was 1 1/4 cup of flour. We need a 1/2 cup of oats. And I'm using quick oats here. And here's my 1/2 cup. We want to put in our 1/2 cup of oats. Okay. We need 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And I have a 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm going to do this 3 times. And we want level scoops of baking soda as well. And you can just rub it alongside the box. That's 1. Make sure it's level. 2. 3. You need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which will be 2 of these. I'm going to grab my salt here. Okay, got 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And let's mix this up a little bit. I'm going to get my spatula, mix this up just a little bit around to spread everything, to blend everything together. And I want to make sure that we have everything in our recipe right now. So we need the 1/2 cup of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of molasses, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/2 cup of oats, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And everything is in. And now we want to blend these two. We want to blend these 2 beautiful bowls together. Okay, so let's put my top back on my molasses. And since I'm putting the top on there, I know it's not going to be tight. Not saying that you should never have tight tops. You should definitely have tight tops. Okay, so let's get this going. We're going to infuse the 2 here. And then in my next video, we'll be doing the filling for the middle. So you want to put just a little bit of this in, our little mixture, 1/2 of it at least. And let's get this a good mix. Mix everything good. And you can add raisins to this if you like. I'm not going to. I do love me some raisins though. But I am not going to add any in here. Let's brush this down on the side so we have the moisture to mix in with our dry. Scrape down your sides. And then scrape off our spoon because we had a lot of mixture stuck on our spoon. You can see all that butter that needs to be mixed in. Okay, now let's get to mixing a little bit here. And then we're going to scoop these onto our silicone baking mats. So I am actually waiting on a family member to come by and drop me off some boxes. I sell on Poshmark currently. I was thinking about doing a video on you know, if people wanted to sell on Poshmark, because I have over like 200-something thousand followers or so on there. And yeah, I think I'm a Posh ambassador too. I'm not sure. I do know I'm a Posh ambassador though. So I was thinking about doing some videos on those, on selling on Poshmark. I just have to see if I really want to do that, or if that's something that you guys want to see, because I do a lot of things, and everything can't go on my channel, you know. But I would like for a lot of my the things that I do to appear on my channel. So that is a big part of my life. I might do just like little snippets to show you guys. That's my oven heating up, finishing anyway. It's heated. Now I need to get my pans, because we got that mixed up, and we also need a scoop. And it's right here. We actually have two. I like this better. I like my metal scoop better. Get my pans. So I have 2 sheet pans. And then I need my silicone mats. And those are here. They're fresh out of the dishwasher. Because I do bake a lot. And I love to bake. And I love when people eat my baked goods. So, alright. My husband is thinking, like, he's always like, you're getting so much better at this. I never thought that I was bad at it. So, it's just my... This is my Leo talking. I don't really mean it. Okay, so let's get this these cookies here onto our trays. Now we need to make them big enough to where they are actually a cookie sandwich. So I'm gonna put these here first, just to sort of give me an idea here. And then we need to make sure that we have in 2. So, you know, because it's a sandwich, we need to have an even amount of oatmeal cookies here. And usually my mats, I set about 5 cookies on here, so this is 5. So what I want to do here, though, is, let me see here, add just like half of a scoop to these or something like that. Okay, so I have my little scoop. I'm going to break this in half and give everyone an additional half. My scoop, break it in half. Give everyone a half. I'm even going to do this. And that is the half. Now I'm going to move this one because we're going to shape these. And I'm going to get my other pan. I just want to make sure I have an even amount first before I do any shaping. So I bottled all of the salsa and pickles the other day, and today I finished labeling and I put them on the shelf. So that is our first canning job is down and done. So that was good. All right, let's go get these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got our 5. The only thing here now is giving them a little extra. Let me get my scoop. I told y'all I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of scoop any extra out of here. Sometimes I talk too fast and then my words get mixed up sometimes. So you can hear that sometimes on my videos, and I don't mind. That's me. That's who I am. Okay, I'm going to edit that out now. I'm not going to edit out. And so I was able to give a couple of them a little bit of extra, though. So I'm going to bring my other ones back and see how those are looking. And then if I need to do anything to actually make them match. I'm going to put this in the sink. We got all of the cookie dough out for the most part. So yeah, I was doing dishes this morning. I talked to my mother this morning. I went outside and did my garden walk around, labeled all of my stuff, and then now I'm finishing up my oatmeal cookie pies. So that's good. Well, I'm starting them. So like I said, the next video we're going to do the cream filling. These are going to go in the oven. Let me get these back over. And I want to make sure that these are pretty much equal here. I have my hands. I'm going to do my little balls of dough. That's 2. 3. These should be extra chewy because they have a lot of brown sugar. And then they also have that molasses in it. That's going to make it just like, oh yeah. You ain't going to want to put these down. My mom heard that I was making oatmeal cookies. They're supposed to come out, like I said, to drop off boxes for my Poshmark business. And she was like, you making oatmeal cookie pies? I was like, yep. So she wants one, I'm sure. And so, I don't know if they'll be done by then, but we'll see. So I'm going to use the bowl again to do my filling in and have that ready. So when I pull these out, all I got to do is fill them and we'll be done. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer once I get these in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Probably set it on 12 and then just come back and look. Let me rinse my hands off. And I told you guys I wear an apron because the apron, I use the apron sometimes to dry my hands off. But they're really wet this time, so. Okay, let's get these in the oven. And this is for the oatmeal cream pies. These are our oatmeal cookies. This is tray 1 that's going in now. And we have tray 2 that is going in now. So, go for about 10 to 12 minutes, guys. And I will see you in the next one where we'll be making the cream pie filling. So, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.